Today's final adventure for 2021 takes me to East Tennessee, to Marble City, also known as Knoxville, Tennessee. We're going to go on a grand adventure today into the city and well into the Smoky Mountains. What's going on, my friends? Mr. Nomad Ben here. Today's adventure to end the 2021 season, we're taking an epic trip to East Tennessee, starting out in downtown Knoxville at the remnants of the historical 1982 World's Fair. And right behind me, yes, is the historical Sun Sphere that's been referenced in The Simpsons, where Bart and his friends have chosen to come here instead of going to Disney World. And we're gonna go check this place out and then make our way to University of Tennessee, which is right across the street from here, and then end it in the Smoky Mountains in Gatlinburg. And I'm inviting you guys to come and enjoy this epic journey to end the 2021 season. And here we go.
Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living in your traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest, every corner of the world to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
And as the sun comes out during this cloudy day, we are at one of the entrances of the park. You're greeted by a little playground for the kids to go play in. And right ahead of me is actually a fountain. It's been deactivated right now, considering it is winter time, but it's so nice and beautiful out right now. The historical Sun Sphere. And right where I'm standing is a little memorial site of the East Tennessee Veterans Memorial, of the good men and women that fought in World War I and World War II and all kinds of wars that were fought throughout the years. And then we got an American flag and another flag right here. And as we take a closer look at the memorial here at the World's Fair, saying remember World War I, World War II, Korean War, and right over there it says Vietnam War. In honor of the members of the United States Armed Forces from East Tennessee, the men and women that lost their lives defending the country. And these are just names, the men and women of the respective times of the war they were involved in. I'll walk inside here. And behind the plaques is names of the men and or women that have gotten the Medal of Honors here. We'll pause if you want to read here. It looks like some interesting information. And there are lists of other conflicts that we've had involved: the Persian Gulf War, war in Afghanistan, and the Iraq War. Here it says the freedom of speech. In a quote from FDR, we look forward to a world founded upon 4 essential human freedoms, and freedom of speech definitely being one of them. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Address to the Congress, January 6, 1941. From every mountainside let freedom ring. And right on the top of the memorial here is a bell tower. That'd be pretty cool if I could hear it ring. Now that we made our way from the memorial over there, we're entering the park. On the World's Fair Park, just respect the rules that they have here. No skateboarding, keep your pets on leashes, no littering, just basically common sense, and don't be swimming into those rivers that are nearby. And I'm going to assume that these flags right here is where we had different countries representing in the World's Fair. That's pretty cool. And here are some more countries that represented at the World's Fair right here. These flags still wave and stand strong today. So right where I'm standing, all around right here, there will be a fountain that will be activated right in front of the Sun Sphere. And I'll leave an image right here what it would normally look like when the fountain's on, with the water going up and the Sun Sphere in the background on this. It'll be pretty cool to actually see it. Maybe another time I'm in Knoxville, we'll check it out. And here's a little sign of the World's Fair. kind of giving you a layout of the park here. The World's Fair Park and the Convention Center, some parking lots. The sign has definitely seen some better days. Great way to enjoy a nice summer-like, fall-like December breeze in Knoxville, Tennessee. Feels great. Very great. I take Knoxville over Disney World any day. Now we see here a little free library. Seems like a lot of parks I visit like to encourage people to start reading more books. All you gotta do is come in here and grab a book to enjoy some good reading at any park you go to. A Man Called Bracken by Elizabeth Webster. Okay. Well, enjoy those reading, folks. And right here at the security building, they have pictures all throughout Knoxville that you could definitely go check out and see. Like at the Haley Heritage Square. And then the Zoo Gardens of Knoxville. And as you can see, the Sun Sphere right where we're at. And I guess this is what the Sun Sphere looks like at night. Just kind of walking around right now under the bridge, heading over to the amphitheater nearby. Some artwork designed by local people here on one side of the bridge for the National Cancer Survivor Day of 1996. That's a miracle. And here are some more artwork of National Cancer Survivor Day. But in this one, it's 1997. And here's like a little water area here. I'm going to assume that maybe back in the 1980s when this fair was operational, they maybe performed little experiments probably to show off to the world. I'm just assuming. I could be completely wrong. And left over of a little theater over here, a little outdoor theater. I love the way this is designed here. Little stage right by the Sun Sphere. And here's what it looks more inside under the theater tent here. That is really cool. Can imagine what kind of shows were performed here for the people around the world, and what shows are presented today, if any local bands or any kind of musicians that come by. Things like this you could definitely appreciate in your big cities. So right before we take a look at the mural under the bridge, a little something to say about the mural here. This is dedicated to those that were lost to the COVID pandemic between this particular year and last year. Pause if you want to read for a second. The flock of birds. An honor for those that lost their lives during these crazy times of the pandemic. But very, very beautiful artwork. And here we are right under the Sun Sphere. And we could probably make our way up there. So why don't we go to the elevators and get to the tippy top? Well, that's a little unfortunate. Even though Google says it's open, it looks like I'll have to come here another time to get on top. Well, if it's any consolation, I have made it to the third level right under the Sun Sphere, so we can't get in there, but something to look forward to another time I'm in town. But at least I can get a view of that apartment building and a level of the tent theater right there. And there's University of Tennessee right in that direction, so why don't we walk over there? Well, a sad day. I couldn't go to the very top today, but like I said, something to look forward to for another time. Just walking right by the Knoxville Convention Center. I was going to make my way across to University of Tennessee. Just right over there is just a very interesting looking building. And found out that this is an old Methodist church right over there. Church Street Methodist Church. And the bell tower just went off right before I was starting to record. But I always appreciate good architecture. And here's a little bridge that will take you right across the fountain. We'll just make our way over to UTK, University of Tennessee in Knoxville. And on my way over to the campus, I ran into this sculpture right here. And here is what it says. Rachmaninoff, The Last Concert by Viktor Brokov, the sculptor of this statue, in honor of Sergei Rachmaninoff's last concert performed in the Alumni Gymnasium of the campus of University of Tennessee, February 17th, 1943. Donated by Viktor Brokov of Russia to the city of Knoxville, erected in July 2003. And the casting of the statue made possible by the following major donors, and here's a list of the people here. Very cool. And here's the threshold between World's Fair and University of Tennessee. Here she is, the University of Tennessee. So this campus is the main campus of University of Tennessee in Knoxville, but there's also a second campus, University of Tennessee in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So maybe one day we'll walk around the Chattanooga campus, but today we're at a very special spot here in Knoxville at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. There's downtown Knoxville that direction. Here's the Ken and Blair Mossam building, right here. Very beautiful looking building. The University of Tennessee, the hill. Make your way up this hill to a clock tower. Oh, it's going off right now. Can you guys hear that? So I decided to go up the hill to get a closer look at that bell tower building here. I'm so glad I did this, because in reality, I'm getting a really good view, not just the Sun Sphere, but majority of downtown, down that direction. That is really cool. Again, I am not all just about sunsets. I love architecture. Just love the design of the entrance of this particular building on the campus. Very beautiful. See the other side of the building here, just some more buildings, I believe dormitories and educational spots. Looks very peaceful out here. Well, the University of Georgia has Uga, the bulldog, and this is Smokey 9. Not really sure what kind of dog he is, but he's definitely some kind of hound dog or something, representing the Tennessee Volunteers. Smokey 9 is the name. P.R. Hudson's Blue Smokey 9 served from 2004 until his retirement of 2012. Walking around campus here, came across a little historical tidbit here. I'll pause if you want to read. I'm going to make my way deeper into the campus here. I believe that one of these buildings is a biology building, actually. That's where the students study animals and bacteria and stuff. Making my way over to this really cool bridge. I'm making my way over here. Hear that big banging noise heading to this direction. And what do we got here? The infamous field of the Tennessee Volunteers. So right behind me of the UTK Volunteers football field, a very legendary quarterback played in this field. And I'll tell you who that man is as I lead up to the story. This particular quarterback is the son of a very athletic family of 2 sons and a father that attended the University of Mississippi, or Ole Miss. But this particular son decided to break tradition and come here to University of Tennessee in Knoxville to play football here. And that man, as you know today, who was so entertaining to watch when he played for the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos, Peyton Manning. He walked the pavement of this campus and he played at this stadium here and threw so many touchdowns. And he also conducted a band for some odd reason. I remember seeing a clip of that. But here we are. This is Peyton Manning's college. He played in that field right behind me. And this is so cool. I get to walk the same exact streets Peyton Manning walked on here years ago. But unfortunately, so far as I know, there's no statue of Peyton Manning here on campus. Kind of disappointed in that. But you can find a statue of him at Lucas Oil Stadium, though, in Indianapolis. So, making my way away from the hill of University of Tennessee, I came across a little history right here about the hill. Pause if you want to read. The hill, dear to University of Tennessee alumni, was protected by a battery of federal cannon and a brigade of infantry during the Longstreet siege of Knoxville in November 1863. A line of entrenchments ran across the west and south slopes of the hill, connecting the Fort Sanders and Second Creek. So wow, some Civil War history here. So I came across some more history here, so pause if you want to read. I'll kind of pan here. Looks like it's about the football team. Very cool. So here is the famous University of Tennessee Bridge. And the stadium is just right around the corner over there. I believe I was standing right there earlier, pointing out the stadium. One heck of a bridge. University of Tennessee. Awesome bridge. So man, that was a lot of fun walking around campus and also checking out the World's Fair. We got a little more of an adventure ahead of us. So let's go ahead and take a little drive into the Smoky Mountains. Seems like everywhere I go, I always find some interesting clock towers nearby. So a little family history, I just found out about the World's Fair in 1982. My mom was actually at the World's Fair in 1982, and she was actually a band president of her small town band that they brought here in town. And I actually don't remember her telling me this. If she did, I probably didn't pay attention years ago. But my mom walked the streets of the park right there, and I think that's pretty cool. So, yeah, just walking a little family history that happened here in town. Hey guys, just a little bit of a fourth wall break in the middle of this vlog. I wanted to show you guys some images, what World's Fair looked like back in 1982. Just some things that I found, what it looked like back in its glory. And it would actually been pretty cool to experience it. Luckily, my mom actually got to enjoy herself and all that with her friends. But check out these images here. And as you can see here, here's the inside of a map, what it looked like during the fair, and assuming that's the pamphlet of what it looked like. And as you can see, it looks like lots of people having fun at the fair and a little skylift going on right there. That's actually pretty awesome to see what it looked like with the fair being operational and ending it what it looks like at night right here. And my mom, she actually bought a nativity from a vendor and she gave it to my grandparents. In the episode of The Simpsons where Bart gets an illegal driver's license, him and his friends go on a road trip, they decided to go on a trip to Knoxville instead of Disney World to go see the World's Fair, and they ended up being disappointed, and it turns out it's a 1982 book, not a current book. So they decided to go up the Sun Sphere, and it ends up being a wig storage plant, and they end up just wearing the wigs that they find up in the Sun Sphere. So yeah, those were some examples I found on Google Images of what the World's Fair looked like back in 1982 in Knoxville, Tennessee, and that looked like a lot of fun. Well, now that we got those Simpsons references out of the way and some pictures, let's go ahead and get back to the road trip, shall we? So here we are off of I-40, exit 407. Just looks like a gas station and a fireworks store. But we're in Sevierville, Tennessee, so we'll make our way further down to the Smokies this way. But as you see a pile of rubble and dirt piling up over there. But what could this future area be? I'll give you a hint. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the home of future BUC-EE'S, Sevierville, Tennessee. It's supposed to be one of the biggest BUC-EE'S coming to town in the state of Tennessee. One's being built in Crossville right now, which should be completed in 2022. It's right in the middle of the state of Tennessee, but this one here should be completed in the year 2023. So there's a reason why I got my BUC-EE'S shirt on, the hat, and brought the cup with. So constructing the biggest convenience store, the most awesome convenience stores of all convenience stores of all time, coming to this beautiful part of Tennessee. It's going to bring in a lot of people, and it's going to bring in a lot of fun here. So what more but bring BUC-EE'S to Sevierville as you enter the gateway into the beautiful Smoky Mountains. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this. So future home of BUC-EE'S is going to be right around this part of exit 407 Sevierville. All right, let's go into Gatlinburg. Let's have some fun. Hopefully you guys can see it through the clouds right up ahead, but there's the Smokies right over there. Look at that. Well, it's going to be a little bit of a slow drive into the mountain city, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my favorite kind of beer. A&W root beer to be exact. Well, that line was a bit too long just for one root beer, so moving on. Right now I'm in downtown Gatlinburg, and parking is so impossible right now. Hopefully I can find a parking spot to do a little something tonight. After about a good hour getting into the city, finally found myself a parking spot. If I fail to mention that at the recording of this particular vlog, it is Tuesday, December 28th. So I didn't think about on a Tuesday night still being crowded because schools are still out to celebrate Christmas, but at least I got a spot and ready to have some fun. So my first stop, I want to go in over Gatlinburg. There's a line to get tickets for the tram ride up the mountain. But as I wait in line, there's just a whole bunch of little shops in here, like Pepper Palace being an example, little model of the railway up there, some coffee to get some. Nice little place. I'm going to make my way up that mountain, and it says so right here. Adults for $22 and children 5 to 11, $19. Departing every 12 minutes. It's good to know. Well, I decided very last minute not to go to Ober Gatlinburg because all the things that were open was just the mountain coaster and the chairlift, and that was basically it. And they had other things going on, but they were all closed. But there's a few things I want to do. We'll make our way over to that direction. There's the one and only Flapjack Pancakes. Well, there's a couple of them throughout town, but I did a vlog, particularly at the Pigeon Forge location. You guys want to go ahead and check it out? Well, hello there, Mr. Bears. Guarding the pancakes? Yeah, sounds like it. Nothing says like some moonshine and some buttered syruped pancakes. Unless that's your bottle of syrup. Is that what you call it? Walking right by the Hollywood Star Cars. Greeted by Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and the Incredible Hulk. And this is the Avengers Mobile, or the Shield cars. little information of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Majority of y'all should know what that is. And one of my favorite Disney classic films, Herbie the Love Bug. Well, I imagine the Love Bug was a lot bigger than this. And there's one of my favorite places to eat, Bubba Gump's. We ate here last time, but if you want to know what it's like in there, check out my 30th birthday review. Coming here with my wife on my 30th birthday, but we're not going to eat there today. I have a place in mind. And here's the Arcadia Space Needle. We'll ride this thing to the very top to overlook Gatlinburg. So I have obtained my ticket to go to the very top of the Space Needle. But this place has a lot of arcade games and prizes. So I'm waiting here to get up to the top. Now there's something very interesting about that particular game. I don't know who came up with toilets in tubs, Inhumans and ducks. All right, here we go, up the Space Needle. Let's go do this. So friends, we're going to make it to the very top of the Space Needle as we check out some awesome mountainous views and check out some Gatlinburg history up there. Unfortunately, it was so windy up there, you could not hear a word I talk when it comes to showing the images and the views and the plaques of the history. So I'm going to play some non-copyrighted music and enjoy what you see, and pause if you want to read the information. As soon as we're done, we'll get back to the adventure. Down. Bye-bye, Space Needle.
There's springs to bounce in.
We're way down. Gatlinburg looking pretty at night. The last of Christmas celebrations going on here. kind of give you an idea what it's like playing inside the Space Needle with all these arcade games and all that fun stuff. Look, 3D Centipede. I used to love to play Centipede as a kid. It's very cool. Alright, just walking down the streets to get to my special place to eat tonight. Checking out the street lights of Gatlinburg. It's looking so beautiful at night. Another place to look forward to for another time. Ripley's, believe it or not. Very cool. And here's like a Ripley's, believe it or not, water ball. People are pushing it to help with these folks here. Check this out. Looks like there's quotations and facts all over the ball here. That is pretty cool. If I could read one. Gatlinburg is the #2 wedding destination behind Las Vegas in the United States. That is wicked awesome. Alright, I played enough with that ball. Let's go eat. So here's that long line on top of the Space Needle of Skylift Park. And it looks like even more lit up on the bridge right over there. That's pretty cool. And on the menu tonight, chicken guy. We are going to eat some chicken. I started the year with chicken. I'm going to end it with some chicken. And if you guys don't know, the restaurant is owned and operated and founded by the world's most amazing chef and food reviewer of Drivers, Dine-Ins, and Dives of the Food Network, Guy Fieri. Didn't realize you could get a very good view of the Space Needle in line at Chicken Guy. So I'm being told as I'm in line and getting to know the people around me, they are telling me that this place is so good to eat. I cannot wait to try it. I'm looking forward to Chicken Guy. So here is the menu of what we're going to deal with. It's a chicken tender place. You hear the flavors of the sauces right here. And considering I was supposed to go to Nashville today, but it got rained out, it was supposed to be full of thunderstorms, so that's why I'm here for the final vlog. But to honor Nashville, I'm going to do the Nashville hot honey dipping sauce and maybe a mystery sauce. And I'll tell you what I get when I get my food. So here's what it says. Fresh chicken, antibiotic-free, fresh, hand-pounded chicken. Never frozen. And there he is, the guy himself, Guy Fieri. I gotta tell you, sir, it's really nice to try your restaurant for once. I like to tell you that in person. Kind of like a little Chipotle setup. You just kind of stand in line, order your chicken, and go find a place to sit down. Cool little murals of a Guy Fieri version of a rooster or chicken. And the arcade is actually part of the building too. So Guy Fieri's Chicken Guy and arcade, all right in there. And check out the Guy chickens, how they're dressed up as their sauces. That's actually really clever and funny. I love it. Now that is funny. Our founding feathers, Robert and Guy. Love it. The chicken is so fresh, it'll slap you. And my food is here. I got the 3-piece tender meal with a Flavortown chocolate shake with an Arnold Palmer to drink. And 2 flavor sauces I want to try today. I told you hot honey mustard to begin with, and cumin lime mojo. Let's do this. I decided to eat with the big-headed chicken guy. Best way to review the chicken. Alright, let's go ahead and try the Nashville hot honey. Leave this one out. Perfectly spicy, perfectly sweet. This is good. Next, the cumin lime mojo. The deep. Satisfied. Very, very good meal. Okay, so Guy, if you're watching this, gotta say you came up with the best concept of a restaurant based on chicken tenders. Kids and adults love chicken tenders. Great way to settle an argument. What's for dinner, kids? What's for dinner, honey? We're gonna go to Chicken Guy and settle it. So definitely a great place to come and check out. Something to look forward to another time. Some circus golf. You look like you want to fight. I believe it's the phrase of the night. Something to look forward to another time. I have played miniature golf at this particular golf course before, and it is awesome. And maybe one day we'll go back and play some miniature golf. Well, hello there, Mr. Gatlinburg Snowman. You need a friend? I gotta say that you're one really cool guy. Now here's something I've been anticipating for quite a while. I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. So this particular ride, a couple of my favorite YouTubers that go to Gatlinburg quite often always go on this ride. So it's my turn to try it out for myself. So let's go. Well, it looks like things are moving. Well, it looks like things are shaking and moving and grooving. Not a simulator, and it's not a movie. Let's do this. Uh-oh.
Section control, we have a train on our track and it's coming at us.
Whoa!
Come out, the road stand, we're out of control.
Whoa!
Nothing to worry about.
Whoa!
Stay calm.
Whoa! 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 It's a fire! Oh my! Ah! Okay, I just got off Earthquake the Ride. Now I understand why my favorite YouTubers enjoy this particular ride. Like, they make it tradition basically every time they come to Gatlinburg. I think I'm gonna follow that tradition if I have time and the money to ride that anytime I come to the city. Do one more event, and that might just wrap it up. I had some copyrighted music playing right behind me, but the last thing that we're going to do tonight is go to the winery and check out this cotton candy flavored wine. This caught my attention, and I just wanted to do this to kind of end the night because I was very tired. Nothing like getting into a wine store being greeted by two happy looking bears. Hello, bears. And then here's a big bear with a wooden wine glass. Look at that. So I hear the cotton candy wine's pretty good. We'll try it out. So here it is, the cotton candy wine alongside with White Diamond Sweet, Niagara Apple, and apple pie wine, and birthday cake wine. Got a lot of interesting flavors of wine here. Hey, check it out, even a Tutti Frutti wine. So we got here is the Niagara flavor. It's supposed to be a lot like Welch's grape juice, so let's give it a try. So here we go, the Niagara. That's really good. That's real good.
My favorite is really strawberry. It's going to be similar to like strawberry jam.
All right.
It's made with 100% strawberries, and it's got 12% off.
All right. So if you heard that, strawberry wine. It's supposed to taste like strawberry jelly. Let's try it. So Lou, strawberry wine. That's not bad at all. It's pretty good. And last but not least, cotton candy.
Our world famous cotton candy. So with the cotton candy, I want you to take half of it, swish it all around your mouth.
Okay.
After you swallow, breathe in through your nose and blow out your mouth.
Okay. All right. So this is the last sample for today. Then I got to decide if I'm going to buy one of these wines. So I came here for the cotton candy. So you said sip half of it and swish it around.
Swish it around.
And then breathe it, swallow it and breathe out of your nose?
Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth.
Gotcha.
You should taste cotton candy on your breath when you exhale.
Okay. I can tastes now.
Yeah. It's meant to taste like those cotton candy grapes.
Very good. I think I like the Niagara the best. Set me up with a bottle of that. So I decided to buy the Niagara, the grape one. It's very delicious wine. Be a great way to end the new year having a glass of wine. And check it out, a hot sauce museum. Very cool. Another time. Always nice to see cops and firefighters, snowmen getting along during this festive time of the year. Well, what a fun day that we had, my friends. Why don't we just kind of wind down, look at some lights around Gatlinburg, and then I think it's time to say adieu for 2021. Well, Space Needle 2021 is in the books. Those are some awesome looking trees over by the aquarium over there. Or by the Ripley's Believe It or Not aquarium. With all these lit up trees, Bob Ross would be so proud. Over there is the Anarchista with its awesome looking tree over here. And this beautiful looking tree right here. Great place to say goodbye to 2021. Well, friends, that's going to do it for today's vlog and the rest of 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular vlog. So much fun to check out the 1982 World's Fair and the campus of University of Tennessee of Knoxville. Coming here to Gatlinburg, try out some good food and a couple attractions. This was a fun vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular vlog. It's long, but it was going to be an epic adventure, and I believe this is probably one of the most epic adventures I've ever taken you guys on. It's been a one epic year. 2021 was such a good year for the second season of my channel. Can't wait to kick off season 3. I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the channel. If something happens in the month of January that I cannot pass up, or if a fellow YouTuber wants me to join them, I just might upload a video sooner than later. But I am going to plan to take a month off, because when I originally planned to take a break, and all of a sudden I did not take a break for about a month and a half. So yeah, I kept going. So this time, it's time for me to settle down and catch up with my family and my friends, and just get back at it, and then brew up some fresh ideas for the 2022 season. And my friends, if you guys are returning viewers or new to my channel, please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bells so you guys can join the fun for the 2022 season and the past adventures I've been on. I love each and every one of you guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See you guys next year, which is next week. Love each and every one of you. Have a happy holiday. See you guys soon. Beautiful way to end the year. Overlooking Gatlinburg at night.
Winter winds, they chill my face. A stroll outside, a change of pace. BUC-EE'S cider sitting, waiting on some better days. A brand new pub, a quaint cafe. It's all part of the episode today. I'll talk to you as you sit with me. Warm conversation won't let us freeze. Nomad Ben, Nomad Ben, Nomad Ben, tell us where you've been. Nomad Ben.